This next song is called You're the One.